Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Letter. So today we're gonna continue where we left off, and in the previous video, we've meet up with some of our old friends, and we're gonna continue from that. So without pronunciation, let's continue. And I want to finish this episode fast because it's gonna freaking rain, and I can't record any games in the past days because it's always raining. And the only time that it rained is when I was about to record some games, so bad timing, bad luck, never lucky. So let's load the game. Okay, so we've exited, but we left the theater and we're gonna continue. Night is falling by the time we exit the movie house. Oh, there's a new relationship stats. Okay. And a new journal. Okay, so yeah, so we watched Zachary's movie, and we're gonna continue. Night is falling. Yeah, I already read that. Despite the late hour, the streets are still bustling, full of people. Those about to head home. Those those set to meet someone, even those simply wandering about. Walking this sea of unfamiliar souls, it strikes me how easy it is for one to get lost in a city of nondescript as Luxborn. I was afraid too at one point, back when I was new and had just set foot in this place. Now with familiar face walking with me, it feels a little like home. Zack and Ash bid us goodbye. Shortly before Becca and I crossed to the other side of the street. The former claimed he's got a new freelance job to take care of before the day ends. And Ash? Who knows, he never tells. Sometimes he's just randomly appear at your doorstep, looking for a place to crash. He does that to Zack a lot, much to his friend's frustration. Although he's a busy guy too, in spite of the laid-back air he gives off.
Thanks for today, everyone!
No problem, Zack. I'm sorry for what happened earlier.
What the fuck? What happened? A sensation. Cold, sickening, drowning. My chest tightening, breathing becoming labored. I can taste blood in my mouth. The edges of my vision blurs. In the distance, amidst the countless, nameless people going about their lives, a voice reaches out to me. Pleading even as I clench my eyes tight and clasp my hands over my ears. Whispering and whispering and whispering. Calling out.
No, not me.
I'm gonna check the branching tree. So we're in here now. I'm guessing we're gonna have to make another choice. Somebody.
Isabella? Earth to Isabella?
Out of her voice, the whole world suddenly snaps into place. The murmurs gone. When I opened my eyes, Becca raised an eyebrow at me in question.
Weren't you listening? Are you coming with me?
Oh, okay, sorry. I spaced out.
You always do that.
I follow her without complaint, but not before sticking a glance to the far end of the street, where the voice came from, where another set of eyes might be peering at me. Nothing. There's only Zack and Ash watching over us as we head back to where Becca parked our ride home. If I'm expecting to see something or someone there, I try not to let it show. Try not to think of the tiny pinpricks of fear crawling at the pit of my stomach.
See you guys some other time.
Yeah, see ya.
Janet. Another glance, and with a final wave, we go off our own ways. I don't know what I saw. I don't know what I heard. I don't want to know. And if this is what will help me sleep tonight, what will give back that normalcy, then so be it. Saturday, October 22. The darkness closes around me, grasping, pulling, engulfing me. The ground caves in, and without warning, I am falling. My eyes snap open. So we're back home? Alright. For an instant, it doesn't... What? Are those portraits of them naked? What? What? For an instant, it doesn't immediately register where I am. It doesn't some cup noodles, man. More cup noodles. Both my back and shoulders are aching from me having fallen asleep, all hunched up the night before. Drenched in sweat. God, it's gonna rain. The nest of pillows I often keep around me feels more suffocating than comforting. I let my eyes adjust to the bright morning light streaming in through my window, and allow my breathing to slow down before untangling myself from the pile. I haven't had a single dream. Oh, sorry about that. Goddamn, the smell of rain hitting the asphalt that makes my nose that triggers my nasal allergies, or at least none I can recall having. It's a shame because they used to be so vivid. Not the crazy vivid, but the more pleasant kind I tell my siblings about. Maybe it's just the stress of living alone, the knowledge that I always wake up in an empty apartment with no one to tell stories to.
What time is it?
Habit forces me to look over the clock, even when the storm is weighing heavily on my shoulders, and the compulsion to never leave my bed for the day. In a heartbeat,
Oh man, of all the times to oversleep. Towel? Where's my towel?
Where's my towel? Admittedly, it's a weekend, and as an unspoken rule, that entitles me to extra hours of sleep. But if Rose didn't kill me yesterday, she sure as hell will now. And right after what happened, oh lord, $1 of donuts as peace offering won't be enough as the second time around. Grabbing my towel, I'm already a few short steps away from the bathroom, when a muffled reading breaks out from my bag. There's a moment of indecision at first. My mind conflicted whether I should ignore and answer it. What if it's Rose? Or worse, our boss? Ashish, in the end, what the heck, why is it? What? I didn't get to read that. The rational part of my brain waves wins out. The letter from yesterday picks up when I pull the device out. Just the sight of it is enough to put me in a foul mood, and it takes every force of will for me to ignore it in favor of answering the call. Yeah, that's a nice music. The caller ID reads Mama. Huh? It's around 4:45 p.m. in the Philippines right now.
An unusual time for them to call.
What? It's afternoon. And usually it's around noontime and I'm the one calling, not the other way around. Better for them to use that money on something else than an international call. Regardless, in the most cheerful tone I can gather.
Hello? Grace? How are you?
Oh, yeah. Mom can speak fluent English.
Mama,
Nice.
I'm doing okay. How are you guys over there?
We're good. EJ won a storytelling contest at school the other week. Brought home a medal. I thought you should know.
Oh, very nice. There's a child lilt in her voice as she speaks. It's been there since Papa had to leave his job. Wait, I can't see the fucking. I wish there's something I can do for her. Okay, I had to get my backup light, but from miles away like this, at least I'm able to is not make her worry. If only my older brother would actually lend her a hand. But Lord knows if that'll ever happen. Odds are Clea Jordan's already out drinking right now. Oh, so he's a drunkard. Okay. Again, well, Clea means elder brother or older brother. Yeah. I can't count on my older sister either, knowing she has a family of her own, and well, Ate Anne's financial situation isn't exactly great right now, having ran herself knee-deep in debt, and Ate is older sister.
Great! That's great! Tell him congratulations from me. And let him know I'm gonna send him a little something extra this Christmas.
Okay.
How about Nico? Karen? Michael? I hope they're okay?
Nico.
They're doing well. They wanted to talk to you, but they're all busy with school.
Oh no, that's fine. I don't want to bother them. Just tell them to keep doing their best for me. I'll just call back when I know they're not busy. And Papa? How's Papa doing?
Papa? It's a subject I'm a bit hesitant to broach, and from the way Mama's voice hitches, she also doesn't want to bring it
Papa.
up.
Grace, he's having a little difficulty
Papa!
right now. Weak appetite, he's
Just
having
kill
trouble
the
swallowing
man.
and lost a few pounds.
Also, he's on a diet.
But the doctor said we should keep encouraging him. It
No,
just
really,
means his body's
that's
accepting
a
his new
joke.
treatment well.
New treatment, okay.
The money you sent last time helped a lot to pay for it, by the way.
Money.
I see. That's good.
I won't deny that life has gotten tougher for our family. It used to be easy back when Papa was in good shape. But ever since he was diagnosed with a sickness 5 years ago, he had been unable to provide for us. Now, the burden of feeding 8 mouths and settling Papa's bills all rests on my shoulders. Although Mama makes a little, accepting sewing and laundry jobs in our neighborhood, it's scarcely enough to cover the cost of day-to-day living, let alone the bloating hospital bills. We can't even expect help from our own government, because the health insurance there barely covers anything. Yeah, pretty much. Fucking health insurance sucks here.
I'm sure he'll get better soon. Is he well enough to talk? Do you think I'll be able to speak to him, Ma?
Silence. I think oh no, something will happen. I think the call got cut until.
Listen, Grace, maybe it's better if we transfer Papa to a different hospital. Somewhere cheaper?
What? Why? Did something happen? Is it the deposit issue again? Give me the hospital's number. I'll talk to them.
No, it's nothing bad. The service here is good. Too good. Even the doctors.
Yeah, it's surprising she can even afford to put them in an expensive hospital.
But I'm worried you're working yourself to the ground because of it.
Mama, we've been through this before. I want the best for Papa.
I like that. There's no Filipino accent when they're saying that.
And don't worry about the bills or the medicine, or me for that matter. I can handle myself. Everything's going well here. In fact, we're about to close a large sale.
Hopefully. Oh, my voice cracked. If not, then I'll find another way. She doesn't need to know about that. I'm sorry, Mama. You taught me not to lie. Yet look what I'm doing.
I'll have money to send over soon to cover the rest of Papa's treatment. And there's more than enough for Karen, Nico, Michael, and EJ's school tuition for the next semester, too.
Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate it. We all do. But I just wish you'd come home to us soon.
What? Come home and not provide money? Is that what you want? Is that what you want, Mama? No! Kailan ka uuwi? When are you coming home? Yeah, that's the exact translation. EJ, the youngest, used to be the sole person asking me that. How do you respond to a question that you don't have a definite answer to? 5 years there, and I still can't give them a straight one. I smile though Mama can't see it. I fight to get my lips from quivering, my voice from shaking. She's got enough on her plate as it is. No need to weigh her down with unnecessary
Promise
concerns.
me you'll be there to welcome me when I do, okay?
Of course. I'm sorry, Grace. I need to take this for a while.
There's a small commotion on the other end. The sound of gates opening. The voice of a child. EJ, talking excitedly about his day at school. The tapping of feet on the floorboards as he runs. It's been years since I went home, but I can still picture the whole scene in my mind. How tall is he now? Are the neighborhood kids bullying him now that I'm not around? Did Mama rearrange the furniture in the living room again? Yeah, they love to arrange. Filipinos love to rearrange the furniture in the living room when there's a special occasion. What are they having for dinner today? Since a lot of people or relatives visit your house when it's your birthday or something, I miss them. I miss them so much. God damn.
It's okay, Ma. I need to go too. I've got work today. I'll call again soon, alright?
And I'm scared to record games when it's when there's a freaking thunderstorm outside because what happened once is my computer is our power line or outlet was hit by a lightning and it overloaded my computer's power supply and it broke my monitor and our TV. Two of our TVs though. Oh man.
On a Saturday? Oh, never mind. Take care of yourself, dear. I love you.
I love you. Bye.
It adds with a soft click, leaving half truths and empty promises hanging in the air. Closing my eyes for a moment, I take a deep breath and shake away from my head the thoughts beginning to swim inside. It's pointless to mull over these things right now.
Okay, Isabella. Time to get that mansion sold.
We got a new journal. Missing when? There's their family picture. Okay. Oh, there's. Oh. Fortunately, before I can take a single step away from my phone, it rings again. No doubt, Mama forgot to say something.
Did you forget anything?
No, it's Rose. It's not Mama.
Excuse you? I'm too young to be your mom. Are you still sleeping? Hold on, never mind that. Get yourself in the office. Hurry!
Office? What about the open house? Oh no. Is it Sir John? Did he hear about yesterday? Am I in trouble?
Yeah, probably.
Oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm gonna get yelled at, aren't I? What do I do? I'll buy you an extra box of donuts if...
No, it's nothing like that.
Oh, I guess my saliva flew out of my mouth. So I'm guessing they bought the house.
Get yourself here, alright? I'll tell you everything.
What? There's a telltale... a telltale is a word? Din of several feet shuffling against the wooden floor. And distinct yelling in the background before Rose cuts the connection. That isn't in any way comforting. But it's enough to reason for me to hastily discard my phone to my bed and finish my shower in record time. I make it to the office within 20 minutes of leaving my apartment. That's completely disheveled and out of breath. A feat if I take into account my usual travel time. Routine clamor. Common to Briar Realty Corporation's Luxburn office. Greets me as soon as my foot crosses the threshold. Papers rustling, telephones ringing, and sporadic intervals. Agents talking at varying volumes. Staff moving about.
Where the hell is C? Where are my employee? What the actual fuck, guys? Of all the times to disappear without notice.
My boss's words turn into muffled as someone else closes the door to his office, likely the work of our HR manager. Throughout the past weeks, it's been a bad mood over a few employees who have failed to report to work. I hear they're still trying to get hold of him, but to no avail. The result is half their workload have been shifted to all available staff, so as to not lose clients. Not that I mind the extra work. If anything, it means I have to send my family. It means I'll have to send more to my family back home. Although the rumors of branch closures circulating because this is indeed a bit worrisome. My bag barely touches the top of my table when Rose pulls me aside.
I need you to help me with these papers. If you could also get these signed and photocopied before lunch today, that would be great.
One after another, she thrusts a bunch of paperwork into my hand without explanation. A page flutters away from the top of the pile, and I lean down to pick it up, my eyes scanning the top of the page as I trade it. A purchase and sale agreement. Oh yeah, they really bought the house. Rose simply gestures herself to our visitor lounge when I tilt my head in question. There, sitting on the sofa and looking completely out of place in the humble decorated room, is the same couple from the day before, the Wrights. Something bubbles up in my throat. Their presence in the office can only mean one thing. Yeah, they bought the house.
It? We got a deal?
She slaps my hand, tugging at her sleeve, although her eyes are like with something akin to joy. She wants this deal to happen as much as I do, now that it's here. The deal needs to be closed yet. Documents need to be signed still, but the elation is still there. Along with a foreboding feeling that I can't quite pinpoint.
I had to do a little damage control, but they're already interested in acquiring the property. Even before they attended the open house. I mean,
Nice.
Isn't it obvious? They already hired an interior designer. I've never seen a buyer as aggressive as Madam Wright. She
must be aggressive and bad. Too. Oh, you can see the reflection of the light.
One at a time, Rose. I can't process everything you're saying at once.
They're paying 15% higher than the listing price.
Woo!
As long as we
Here
get
comes the
paperwork done as
money!
soon as possible.
Money.
I think if we allow it, they'll be paying up front too.
Even with that urban legend?
Rose
Oh.
nods.
I was so sure we lost the sale after yesterday.
Don't look so surprised. We still have to conduct some last few checks before we completely hand.
Please.
Oh, no,
I'll happily do
I
the
got over
paperwork
dialogue.
duty, Rose. I'll even go to the land registry myself and make sure the property changes hands with every single legal blessing.
Okay. Don't they have better things to spend money on? I'd haggle it down to the lowest possible price if I were in their place, especially with the stores attached to it. Now that my opinion matters a bit here. We're just their agents who are going to receive the hefty commission. After all, nothing more. Rose gives me a pat on the shoulder, signaling she's heading back to them, and an unspoken instruction for me to follow her after I'm done. It doesn't take me long to finish what work she left me. In fact, having the boss sign the agreement is the easiest, since it has put him in a better mood, much to the entire office's relief. Ma'am Hannah calls me over to the moment she knows my presence at the lounge door. She welcomes me with a bright smile. Her room is more open than what one will typically expect from a passing client to have.
Isabel! How are you feeling? You looked awfully dreadful yesterday.
Isabella, I'm fine now, ma'am. I appreciate your concern.
I really don't understand why they can't get my name right. It's a fairly common name. It shouldn't be too hard to remember. Regardless, I handed a copy of the agreement.
Wonderful. Your team works unbelievably fast.
Ma'am Hannah skims through each of them with a scrutinizing eye, checking every page for any inconsistencies and error. Despite the unassuming impression she gives off, she appears to be fully aware of what to look for in the price that goes into contracts like this. It is surprising, to be quite honest. I haven't pegged her for someone who was well versed in these things, yet here she is. She shows some of it to her husband, and he responds with the same passive interest, as if he's more than happy to leave everything to her. I can't tell if it's purely because he believes that she's capable enough, doesn't care about what they are buying, or he simply finds such paperwork tedious. Oh, I accidentally skipped it. Apparently satisfied with what she's seen, Mom Hannah claps her hands together before extending it as to shake. Shake that titty, girl. Rose and I release the breath we have been holding, both of us more than happy to return the
That
gesture.
settles it then? Are you really sure about this property, ma'am? We could easily find you a bigger one among our current listings. Something with
Why do you have to do that, man? They already bought the goddamn house! Something not haunted, perhaps? Rose shoots me with a warning glance. Don't make a scene, we're almost
Of
there.
course, why wouldn't I be? The house is absolutely perfect, isn't it, darling?
A helipad would still be a nice addition.
Fuck up,
Yes,
man.
well, we'll get there eventually, love. As I was saying, if your partner had the documents yesterday, we would have bought it right there immediately. Shame she didn't have it.
Yeah.
Well, there's still a few necessary documents we need you to sign after, but we'll let you know once we have those finalized. We'll be handling the process for the rest, so don't worry about it, ma'am.
Within a week, I hope. We still have a housewarming party to plan after all. You know how much thought should be put into those things.
There are servants for that, darling.
Love, wouldn't it be better if we handled it ourselves? A personal touch of sorts.
Oh, no. I'm gonna check the branching tree. So we're here. Okay, so we didn't have to make a choice. There's just a different route. If we chose the other thing. Okay, I got you. Oh, we're still so far away. Jesus Christ.
It is our housewarming party and our new home.
Tea party.
No more than a week, ma'am. Barring unexpected delay, of course. You can leave it to us.
Excellent. Well then, I'll leave you two to it. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Oh, and before we forget...
She discreetly folds something to both of her hands and winks. A finger raised to her lips, demanding her
I know
silence.
both of you worked hard on getting us this beautiful mansion.
Oh, it's money.
Did I mention we reward our people generously?
But this is... Ma'am, I can't accept this.
It's gonna rain!
Don't you worry, darling. It's a small thing coming from us. Consider this your bonus for a job well done.
She smiles sweetie like this. It's simply the most normal thing to do in the
Oh,
world.
before I forget, my lovely interior designer would appreciate it if you hand her a copy of the floor plan as soon as possible. She's dying to work on the house.
I just yawn right there. You probably didn't notice it.
Can do that, yes? Here's her contact.
Certainly, ma'am. We'll have it processed as soon as possible.
I knew I could count on you, lovelies. I hope to see you two soon so we can get this closed.
Just like that, transaction over and done with. My mind's still reeling. Even after they've left, other agents will kill to have clients like them. Part of me still feels lucky the fact no lengthy negotiations, no sudden change of minds, just talks, signatures, and a few handshakes here and there, and we're done. The other part, a second ago, we sold the hunted property to two innocent clients. Sure, the commission is big, but big enough to continue funding Papa's treatment and hospitalization. Big enough to pay for all four of my younger siblings' schooling. Heck, it'll keep me away from instant noodle diet for months. I'll have to go back to the mansion as well once the door's been closed, much to my sanity's relief. But knowing something's in there, and we gave it to the good couple despite that. Oh, Isabella, the things you have to do to sell the house and get money. Papa won't be happy with that. At least, what she makes it sound like she sold her body to get her money. You know, it's their problem. They know the rumors. They chose it. They bought the house. It's their problem. They're getting haunted. Not my problem. Fuck out of here. You know, it's that simple. At least I have good news to tell next time I call home. The little lie I told Mama this morning isn't a lie anymore.
There's something. So how does it feel?
How do you feel?
How does what feel?
Your first big multi-million-pound sale, silly. I know you've been with us for years, but this has got to be memorable for you.
Because if she's not happy though. Memorable is an understatement,
Come
Rose.
on, show some enthusiasm. They gave us a bonus too, aside from the commission and the other bonus boss promised.
Okay. Oh.
What are you gonna do with it?
Here comes the money!
I don't know. Send it home, probably?
All of it?
Not everything, of course. Most of it. I'll leave some for my living expenses.
Listen here, Isabella. I'll teach you something I
What,
should
you
have
gonna-
told you
gonna-
before we ended your training.
Gonna make me play some blackjacks? And hookers? She slings it arm over my shoulder and leans in closer to my ear, as though she's about to share a big
It's
secret.
okay to celebrate from time to time.
I don't get it.
It's simple. Go out, do something for yourself. Throw a party and treat your friends to free food.
Yeah, go to some male strip club, you know? Probably you'll see Channing Tatum there. And it'll give you a lap dance.
Didn't you say the last one's some sort of tradition back at home for you? Hello, this is practically a done deal.
Isn't throwing a party a bit excessive?
Your call. I won't say no to an invitation, by the way. In case you really are planning to throw
Why
one.
don't you throw
A few
one?
drinks would be nice too, thank
Yeah.
you very much.
You just don't want to waste your money. You manipulative fuck. You just don't want to waste your money. That's why you're asking me to throw a party. Jesus Christ. Why don't you make the party then? Huh?
I don't think my apartment's big enough for that.
You could always move? Bloody hell, you're working
Bloody
in
hell.
real estate.
I think I'll pass. That's too much of an unnecessary expense for me. But I did promise Becca free lunch in case the sale goes well.
You go do that. Hold on a sec.
She quickly removes herself from me to answer the phone on her desk. Her tone shifts from playful to professional in the span of a few
Today?
seconds.
Not a problem, ma'am. I could bring you a copy of the contract if...
Must be another client. Not surprising there. She's one of BRC's top agents, regardless of how modest she appears. A saleswoman through and through. I, on the other hand, have a very little knack for it. And of course, I learned eventually I had to. But someone else will, without a doubt, do a better job. Once again, in a drunken stupor. Wait, I'm gonna check it out.
Stupor.
Stupor, okay, it's stupor. Years ago, wide-eyed, young, and brimming with yet-to-be-fulfilled dreams and ambitions, she was a term or two away from a nursing degree. Out of courtesy, I never pressed on the matter further. But perhaps it is where the sense of fun is started. Small connection due to similar experience in our respective lives of ghosts we both let pass us by because of the circumstances we're in.
I'd be happy to discuss this over tea, ma'am. All right, I'll be there. Thank you.
New client?
Reassigned. Have you heard from Mark and all?
Not since the first visit to the mansion. Why? No news from the HR yet?
None at all. Boss thinks he ran away. I doubt it, though. He's too much of a wimp for that. There must be another reason. Who knows? Anyway, I've got to meet this one. I'll see you later.
Jana. She throws a casual wave over her shoulders as she runs out of the office. Lusher and Bell silent shortly after, followed by the chatter of a few fellow clients also heading out for a much-needed break. Ordinarily, there's no need for me to go out. But oversleeping doesn't allow me the luxury of packing my own lunch today. If one can consider taking an instant little cup from my pantry, packing your lunch, time to make good on the promise I made to Becca, I suppose. Maybe invite Zach and Ash too. In the end, only Becca and Zach could come. Ash, on the other hand, can't be reached. All of my calls went straight to his voicemail. He's at it again, right here today, gone done the next day. Oh well, he's lost. We've agreed to meet at a nearby cafe, the same one I usually frequent with Becca because it's cheap, and they give away free bread around closing time. I remember saying no to free stuff. Quaint, a little old-fashioned, though it looks a wee bit out of place amidst the city's tall buildings, but we love it the same. But I think I'm gonna save here, and I think I'm gonna end this episode here. So yeah, did you guys like this episode? Again, there's probably not much happened. We just sold the freaking house, and I think that's about it. And we got some backstory about Isabella and her family on what's happening to her and why she's working abroad. And so yeah, that's for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Live like if you enjoyed. Wait. In the next video, we'll continue here. We're gonna probably talk with Zach and Bella, and stay tuned for that. And I'm still surprised the ghost didn't haunt us when we went home. Yeah, it's kind of surprising, but so yeah, that's for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Live like if you enjoyed. Share with your friends. Subscribe for more. The letter and some of the games, and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified of future uploads. It helps me a lot. It keeps you notified if I upload a video, which is great. Thank you so much. And as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Many